Natalie, I want to congratulate you on being the runner-up and going home with $50,000. Not bad.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan.
How are you feeling right now, Natalie?
You know, I'm really excited. I'm very grateful for this opportunity I had and the experience. Of course, I'm a little bummed out. But, you know, I'm very happy and I'm very grateful with what I got. And, you know, it's been an amazing journey that I will never forget.
When you got picked by Jordan to sit next to her in the final two, did you think you had it in the bag? Because your jury, the jury was made up of a lot of your friends.
I did not think I had it in the bag. I even told Jordan, you know, you would think that at least it would have came to a tie. You would have thought that I would have had Jesse's vote. I knew I didn't have Jesse's vote. He was really bitter.
At what point did you know you didn't have Jesse's vote?
When I left him a goodbye message. I wasn't really thinking straight in my goodbye message, and versus leaving him, you know, a fake goodbye message saying, oh, you know, you were great, da-da-da-da. I told him the truth. I told him,
Remind us what you said.
Jesse, you know, poured his heart out to me in this game, and I told him, I don't like you. You never really had a chance with me, and
you're talking about romantically.
Mostly guys are the ones playing the girls, but it looks like you got played. And I left him a pretty mean message. But
why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why? Because there's a lot of things that went on behind the scenes that people didn't see with Jesse, and he's really, you know, he was playing Lydia, and I didn't like the way he was treating her, just the respect level. You don't treat a woman like that, and so I just let him have it, you know.
But yet, you, Lydia, and Shima were all crying the night he got evicted.
You know, for me, it wasn't necessarily that because, yeah, I didn't want Jesse to be evicted. Regardless of what happened with us, he was still an ally of mine. And not only was he an ally, he was an ally of mine that was very loyal and committed to me. Jesse's one person I never had to worry about in this house, putting me on the block, evicting me, or anything like that. So he was still an ally, and it's hurt to lose an ally. It sucked. And then Shima and Lydia are all there crying, and I'm like, oh, shoot, maybe I need to start crying, too, to blend in with them. So
you're saying it wasn't
no,
your true feelings
Jesse,
of sadness?
I was sad he was gone. It's true. I was very sad he was gone. But, you know, I wasn't all choked up like Sheba and Lydia were. Lydia was in love with him, so.
What? Why are you laughing, Jeff?
Because your face was a good reaction.
Is it not true?
It's your segment.
Watching from... I think most people felt, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most people felt watching you with Jesse that there was a strong bond there between the two of you. We know that you are in a committed relationship outside the house, so Jesse's romantic feelings that we think he had for you was not going to go anywhere. But you seem to really love this guy as an ally and a friend. Is that accurate?
It is very accurate. I was very committed to him as an ally and as a friend in the house.
Despite what he did to Lydia.
Despite he was still my ally. In fact, when Jesse left, I talked in game about getting vengeance for him. And I feel I did so by evicting Jeff. So despite whatever was between us, he was still an ally, and I stayed true and committed to him, and I got vengeance for him when I evicted Jeff from the house.
Do you regret that now because he didn't even give you his vote?
You know, I don't regret it. That's Jesse. That's the type of guy he is. He's a very bitter guy, and I stayed true. I stayed true to my alliance, and I don't regret it in any way.
How about on my part? You regret it now?
I know, I needed you out of the house because you were not necessarily just Jesse, it was just a strategic move. If you would have gone to the end, you would have won America's vote. You had to go in order for me to get to the final two. It would have been you, me, and Jordan, and you guys would have chose each other. So I wouldn't have even had a shot at the 50, so you had to go.
I was just joking around.
You made her sweat for nothing and work out that answer.
Good.
Well, did you not realize just how, as you call him bitter, how bitter of a guy Jesse is until that key came out and you saw that he voted for Jordan?
I knew all along. I was telling Kevin, don't worry, if you go to the end, you're going to have Jesse's vote. He's going to find out I got engaged, and that's just going to really set him over the top. So I knew all along I didn't have Jesse's vote. I told Jordan and I told Kevin the whole time, don't worry, you guys have Jesse's vote. I said I would have Russell's vote. That's what I said. I would have his vote, and I did.
And you back her up on this, Kevin?
She did. She was always saying, I thought it was a lie, though, because, you know, Natalie. But, you know, she was saying that all the time, so.
How did you know you were going to get Russell's vote?
Russell and I were actually friends in this game. Everything with him and I was actually genuine. I shared some stories with him, he shared some with me, and he's actually deep down inside, he's a good guy. Russell truly was playing a character in this game. He said a lot of mean things and a lot of things that you don't say. In fact, he said it to my true best friend in the house, Shima. A lot of things can't be taken back, but he was playing a character. He really admired, I see Evil Dick up there. He was up there. He really admired Evil Dick, and he wanted to play a character like him. Unfortunately, it just didn't work for him.
What is your reaction to getting, because you got 2 votes, Russell's and Michelle's?
No, Kevin.
I'm sorry,
Michelle's
Kevin.
vote.
So Kevin, sorry, pregnancy brain, what can I tell you? So getting Kevin's vote, that did not surprise you? Did it surprise you? What were your feelings on that?
I was very happy that Kevin stayed true to me and voted for me, but I expected it. I told Jordan, I'm like, Jordan, you have this in the bag. I'm gonna get Russell, and I'm gonna get Kevin's vote, so don't even sweat, you have it in the bag. But, you know, thank you for taking me to the end. I'm grateful for the 50,000, and nothing came by any surprise to me.
What are you gonna do with the 50,000?
You know, I just got engaged, so I got a wedding to pay for, and yeah, I want a big wedding, so.
And now you have the funds to have one.
Or maybe, you know, Big Brother could do a first time ever Big Brother wedding.
What are you saying? We're gonna pay for that too? After we gave you 50,000?
No, we could have a Big Brother wedding though. You know, they could tape it and all. You know,
Make some money off of it?
Yeah, they can make money off of it. You know, we can negotiate here.
Let me ask you about the moment that Jason proposed to you, because here you are, you know, you're surrounded by cameras, and it was a little bit of an awkward moment.
Very awkward, Julie. I felt, going back and talking to Kevin about it, because he's the person I taught, I felt like so rude and just completely off base, because first off, I was so surprised that he was there in the house, first off, and I didn't even know how to react. Then 2 minutes after I walk into the room, he gets on one knee and proposes, and it was so surreal. I didn't know what was going on. It came by a complete shock. I always thought when I got proposed, I would cry and yell, and I was speechless. And it was a shock. It was really a shock. I'd been locked away with nobody, and all of a sudden he's in front of me, and wow.
Do you want to apologize to Jason for that awkward reaction you had? It looked weird.
I'm sorry, honey. I love you, though, and I'm excited.
Forgiven? All right, in the final moments, Kevin, how are you feeling right now? Any regrets? Now you've had a few minutes to decompress. Yeah. How you feeling?
Everybody in the jury is telling me they were going to vote for me if I had made it to the final 2. I'm like, dang! But, you know, no regrets. It was a lot of fun. This is a dream come true, like I told you, Julie, even to meet you right now. So this is a dream come true, and I'm so happy to have this opportunity.
I know you had strong feelings going into the house playing this as an openly gay male.
Yes.
Do you think that being openly gay, playing Big Brother, you're at a disadvantage or an advantage, or is the playing field level?
I think it's level. I was a little scared with the Butchie boys in the house, and boy did they have them with Russell and, you know, Jeff and everybody. So I was a little nervous, and I felt like I needed to turn down the gay volume a little bit because I didn't want to be targeted for that. You know, it's my own insecurities, and it wasn't an issue. The guys actually are very open-minded. Russell was very open-minded as well, so it wasn't an issue at all.
And finally, Kevin, when you were in the house with your fellow housemates, we saw kind of a demure side to you, you know, mature, very diplomatic, you bit your tongue a lot. Then you got in that diary room, and we saw snap, snap, we saw little claw action. Who is the real Kevin?
I told them that if I get selected for the show, my diary room, America is going to be my other housemate that I'm going to talk to, the true feelings that I have, because I didn't want to tell my true feelings to anybody except with America. So I shared my true self with America because, you know, I didn't want to confess too much to everybody else in this house.
Because you were playing the game?
Yeah, I was trying to play the game, and if I said anything that I said in the diary room out in the open, oh God, I would have been out so much earlier, so.
Well, thank you all. We had an amazing summer watching all of you play the game. It was job well done in everyone's part. Have a great fall season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's hear it.